Hello and welcome to FPS Coach. My name is Rambo, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys all the drills that you need to master and perfect your ADAD or counter-strafing in Valorant. So I've got the video paused here. I just want to say some things before we begin. I definitely think the most difficult transition that gamers have had coming into Valorant that have not played CSGO before is this technique of ADAD counter-strafing. And the reason why it's important is because with this technique, it ensures that you are completely frozen or not moving, which allows you to get that 99% first bullet accuracy, which is absolutely critical in this game when there's headshots. What I've done is I placed my microphone right next to my keyboard and mouse, so not only will you be able to see the visuals, you can also hear the audio timings of what a proper counter-strafe ADAD sounds and looks like. And the last thing before I start the video, if you guys have found my content helpful or valuable anyway, I do have a Patreon up, so there's all kinds of tiers starting from $1, and anything would be much appreciated. But anyways, let's go ahead and start the video. So I'm just going to start here by just shooting some bullets here, just to show you guys there is 100% or pretty much darn near 100% first bullet accuracy if you're standing still. And here's me moving and shooting at the same time. And you can see it's absolutely ridiculous. There's no way you can control this. If you're full running A, D, forward, backwards, whatever it is, it's going to be inaccurate. The first drill begins with shooting a bullet on both sides of the beam, left and right. So I'm going to go ahead and just shoot one bullet to the left, one bullet to the right. And there's no mouse movement in this drill. It's strictly A, D, and mouse 1. So the key to counter-strafing is timing your bullet shot as you are transitioning or hitting the opposite strafe key. So for example, when I'm strafing to the right, when I want to get a shot off, I let go of my right strafe key, I tap the left strafe key, and then I click mouse 1 immediately. And I'm trying to do that as fast as I can. So if I'm strafing left, I let go of left strafe key, I tap the right strafe key, and I click mouse 1. After you get a hang of this level 1 ADAD drill, we're going to go ahead and make it a little bit more difficult by shortening the distance between the shots. So as you can hear my keyboard, it's faster, the bullets are shooting faster. But one thing you need to be cognizant of, or what you'll notice, is that if you shoot your bullets too fast, it will kick up because of the recoil. So you do have to know the recoil or time it so you're not shooting the bullets too quickly and you're not getting ahead of yourself with the strafes. After you get comfortable with this and you feel like your ADAD is really quick and you've got that timing down, now we're going to incorporate some mouse movement. So what you'll do is just shoot one bullet, and now you're going to focus on keeping your mouse on that same point or that same bullet hole, and then incorporate ADAD movement while you shoot at that bullet hole. All right, now let's take a look at the Sheriff. This is the most powerful pistol in the game, one shot, one kill for closer ranges and medium ranges. So same as the first rifle, I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot some bullets here to show the first bullet accuracy. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just strafe left and right. And you'll notice that just like with the rifles, even with the Sheriff, the recoil gets ridiculous, or the first bullet is completely inaccurate while moving. As for the pistols, I definitely do think you should spend some time on the Sheriff in particular because of its one bullet, one kill potential. It could be a complete game changer. So I'm not going to go through all the drills, but I definitely do think you should spend at least some time on the basic ADAD drill where you go left and right, and then also the one where you're keeping your crosshair on that single bullet hole. Now, if you feel like you're having issues or problems with even the level 1 drill, which some of you may, I mean, this just takes a time to work on, or maybe you're new to FPS games and you're just getting the feeling of how to use the keyboard, you can start by practicing only on one side or one strafe key. So for example, here, I'm just only focusing on timing my right counter strafe. So you can shoot one bullet, strafe to the left, don't worry about shooting there, strafe right, and just focus on that right hand side or that right counter strafe, and vice versa. Once you've got the right hand side down, or you can just start with the left, but not having to worry about getting that perfect counter strafe for both left and right. This way you can just isolate the problem and then work your way up from here. Another great drill is by using the Marshal, and go ahead and just shoot a couple bullets in the wall to give yourself a reference point. So for this particular drill, there is no mouse 2. I'm just completely unzoomed, but I'm using the same drills and techniques of ADAD. So if you'll notice with the Marshal, whenever you're moving and you shoot, the bullets are all over the place. So this is really good feedback to let you know if you're timing and doing that ADAD correctly. And just with the other drills, you could do the simple left to right post beam. You could do a quick left to right. You can do only left or right. Any combination of those depending on how comfortable you feel and how advanced you are with these particular drills. And once you start getting a hang of the ADAD, then you want to start doing like AADD or ADDADAD and mix it up. And in the game, you're not going to have these perfect left and right battles. Sometimes you're going to have to go DDDDA, right? So getting familiar with all those kind of sequences and patterns and essentially feeling like you have nimble fingers, like they're very light and you're ready to switch to the other key, and doesn't feel like it's a heavy pressure on the keys, right? It's a very light and nimble action, ready to move any direction you want, like how a boxer would be in real life, right? Like on the tippy toes of their feet, ready to transition and switch. All right, so for the next drill, we're gonna move outside and we're gonna take out some drones. And now we should have a pretty good feeling of how to ADAD, what the timing's like. Now we've incorporated some mouse movement, so let's go ahead and shoot some targets from the sky. And what I'm gonna do here is apply the same principles, what we just worked on, and I'm gonna be continuously strafing and now doing some flick shots and shooting a target out from the sky, incorporating some mouse vertical movement, left, right, up, down. Now it kind of simulates a little bit of what it's like gonna be in game. We're probably not gonna be flicking as much vertically, but it's always good to have this mechanic or this feel just in case, right? So there are gonna be situations where we have to flick up and down if someone's boosted or if there's a jet flying in the air and so forth. And you'll notice some of my shots, some of these are off. And of course, that's me either getting sloppy with my ADAD, being too quick and not just getting the timing right. And as you're doing this drill, focus mostly on timing your ADAD correctly. You're not trying to go for crazy flick shots. One way to do that is just keep your crosshair on the drone, keep it tracked on them, and then when you feel like you're ready to counter-strafe, go ahead and hit that counter-strafe button and click. So a good thought while you're doing this drill is to think to yourself, before you shoot, you're gonna counter-strafe. Another drill we can do is of course use the bot system already provided to us by Valorant. And I'll just go ahead and click start here. It's set to default. And what I'm focusing on here is I'm constantly strafing. And when I see a bot, I'm gonna counter-strafe and flick my mouse and shoot. And I should have warmed up my aim before this game, so I apologize here. But the point here is that you're just trying to practice on counter-strafing and timing your shot when you see a bot. And of course, you can also use the bots to practice your op or martial skills. And same thing as the rifles, the previous drill, what I'm doing is focusing on moving. And then as soon as I see a bot, I'm going to flick my mouse and counter-strafe simultaneously and then get my shot off. Hopefully this video was helpful in some way. If it was, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to stay up to date.